There's two reasons why people, some people, not all people, but some people have that deep, deep drive to succeed, that deep desire to succeed. And there's two reasons for that. And I'm going to give you the reasons for right now. You don't have to wait till the end of the video. I hate it when YouTubers do that. Well, just stick with you. There's two reasons, only two reasons why some people have that deep, deep, burning desire to achieve something great or to achieve something monumental in their life. Here's the two reasons. Number one, to get out of something they don't want to be in anymore in their life, or to go to something they want. Those are the two reasons. To get out of something that they absolutely don't want or don't want to be in. And most people that are extremely successful are driven by they want to get out of something. They want to get away from something. They want to escape from something. Escape from abuse. Escape from mental abuse, which is what I went through a lot when I was a kid. I was constantly being yelled at and being told I was stupid and I couldn't do this, I could do that. And it instilled in me, it was a double-edged sword. One, it was painful, and it still is painful many years later. But on the other hand, it built in me, deep in me, that deep desire to be successful, that deep desire to go to LA and be to do whatever I wanted to do, that deep desire to finish a book. It gave me that strength, that fortitude, that ability to just keep going forward. So in a way, my father did me a favor because as you go out into life, you'll see people. Some people have that deep drive, that strong drive just to succeed. And you go, oh, they're just lucky. And there's other people that they're just workers. They go to work every day. They punch the clock every day. They think about, they daydream. They have dreams. They have visions of a better life, but they don't have the drive for it. Where does the drive come from? With me, it came from that wanting to get out of that. Wanted to to escape that. When I was a tween, I was 12, 13, 14, 15 years old. I said, I hate my life. I hate where I live. I hate my father. I don't want to be under that repression anymore. And it just boiled and it boiled and it boiled. And I got to the point where I said, I had such deep, deep, deep strength in me to get out. And I did. I got out of it and I moved on and I created a great life for myself. I was in the music business. I was in the movie business and I'm doing books and I'm speaking now. I'm doing all this kind of stuff. The other one that a lot of people use as a driving force is not to escape something, is to go somewhere or to be something. They want to be something great. They focus on that so strongly that they build that inner strength. And here's the thing. Everybody, including you, point my finger, including you, can build that strength. You're not born with that strength. It's not innate. It's not just in you. Yes, we are naturally born to succeed and to conquer and to seek and to learn and to wander and to figure out better ways to do things. That's part of our DNA. That's part of our makeup. But we are not born all equal in the sense of I'm gonna get this done no matter what. I remember, this is a funny story, and I still have the card. I decided to myself, I'm going to LA. I'm going to get in the movie business. I'm going to get in the music business. And I did. I got in all that. How did I do it? I drove my Volkswagen, my 1969 Volkswagen, to Los Angeles. And I remember being on Rodeo Drive with my 1969 Volkswagen Bug. And I've got a Mercedes to the right. I've got a Rolls Royce to the left. I got a Lincoln behind me. I was on Rodeo Drive. Here's this kid. He had this dream. What was I doing on your Rodeo Drive? I went. I can't find. I have the card somewhere. The business card somewhere. I went to the Beverly Hills post office and got a post office box. That was my address in Los Angeles. A Beverly Hills address, post office box. So when I went out to try out for parts, went out to record companies, went out to wherever I was going, I had a Beverly Hills address. I was a kid, but I had this amazing drive, like Jim Carrey. He did the same thing. He wrote down on a check and how much is he going to get paid. I'm going to make $1 million a movie. And he's driving down Rodeo Drive or Russell Boulevard like I did. And he did it. He did it. So did I. Not as success as he did, because I keep changing gears. But the point of this video is there's two driving factors. Is to get away from something. Number one. Number two is to achieve something. Okay? And they usually run hand in hand. So here's the thing. Here's the thing in this video. If there's something deep in you that you want to get away from, you want to get out of a marriage, you want to get out of a bad relationship, you want to get away from your mother, your father, your uncle, you want to get out of a horrible job, whatever it is, use that as a driving force. Dig deep into yourself. Say, I am going to get out of this. I am going to get out of this shitty job. I'm going to get out of this shitty relationship. I'm going to get out of this crappy family that keeps holding me down. Keep saying, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, you're not good enough. You got to stay with the family, you got to stay in the farm. No! Just build that. Let it build. Let it boil. Let it just build in you. It's like a fire in your belly. Just let it build and build and build and build and build. And eventually you're going to get to the point you're going to you're going to get out of there. You're going to escape toward what you want in life. Okay? It's so sad to me when I see people and they're hard workers. They work so hard. They get up in the morning and they grind and they grind and they grind and they're at work and I'm tired and I'm this and I'm grind. I don't make enough money and I work 3 jobs and grind. But all that could be rectified if they just dug deep into their gut and said, I am going to get out of this. I'm going to do whatever I got to do to get out of this shit I'm in. Because you put yourself there. It didn't just happen. It didn't just happen. I put myself on Rodeo Drive. I put myself in Hollywood. I put myself there. With an old beat up Volkswagen from Tarpon Springs, Florida. I did it. I did it because I had the drive to do it. What drives you? What deep in your gut, in your soul, drives you to do something great with your life? Not just go to work. I get it. We got to pay bills. Got to pay the electric bill. Got to pay the internet bill. Got to buy food for the baby. You got to do whatever you got to do. But think of all the things. Think of all the things that you created. All the walls that you created. All the rope around you that you created. All the ties that you created. All the things that you created around you to keep you where you are. What are they? Some are not negotiable, like your children, or your wife you love, or your health. Some are not negotiable. So you have to figure it out. You have to figure it out, even if it's just baby steps. Even if you say, I'm giving myself a 5-year plan. I'm going to be living in Atlanta in 5 years. I'm going to be working as a editor on television productions, because I just graduated from Full Sail, in Atlanta in 5 years. The first thing you do, this is an example, the first thing you do, that person, is get in your car, rent a car, walk. You can take a train to Atlanta, goes right downtown. Go to Atlanta. This is an example. Go to Atlanta. Get off the train and stay there for a day or 2 or 3 days. Walk around the town. Find out where the studios are. Get some connections. Get a physical feel for where you're going to be. Get a physical, mental, and physical feel of where you are going to be living in 5 years. Yes, you have the babies, you have the wife, you have the 2 jobs, you got the car payments, you got the internet payment, you got rent, you got all that. But, hear me out. How to build that fire in your belly. How to build that fire in your belly. Go to where you want to be, end up at. Go to where you want the end results to be. Trust me. Example, go to Atlanta. You can get a train ticket that's $60. You can stay in a cheap motel. Go there and get that. That will build a fire in your belly, because that will be in your memory as you come home, as you're working, as you're grinding, and you're grinding, and you're grinding, and you're hating your life. You keep thinking about that vision in your mind. You keep thinking about that town. You keep thinking, oh, you saw the studio. You talked to the secretary at the front door. You talked to the security guard at Warner Brothers, wherever you went to. Keep that in your mind. Keep that in your mind as a seed. And you're going to plant that seed, and you're going to build upon it. Take that back with you if you live in Florida. Hence, if you're a Full Sail student. Full Sail is a television and recording industry school here in Winter Park. They started out from scratch, but a lot of people go there. It's a great school. I'm using that as an example. If you are a student from there, or if you're just Joe Nobody, and you're working laying sod, or you're delivering stuff for Uber, whatever you're doing to make money, take the time and go to the destination that you want to be. Visit your destination. When you visit the destination you want to be at in 5 years, you will do it. Because you have that so instilled in you, in your body, in your being, in your makeup, in your brain, in your memory. You go, damn, I remember going there. I did the same thing back in 1973. I'm giving away my age. I recorded a record. It's out there all over the world. If you Google it, or if you go on my YouTube, you can play my first record I ever had released. It's called Kneel Down and Cry. I recorded it in 1973. I was semi-signed to Capitol Records. We're working on it. But during that time, during that process of trying to get signed and the record, we had to go out and do promotion. And my best friend was my manager at the time. His name was Mike. What did we do? We got in my Volkswagen and we drove to Nashville. And we hit all the record companies. We hit all the publishing companies. And that stuck in my mind all my life. That was such a great lesson. It was such a great lesson. I'm not going to say that something immediately came out of it, but over time, a lot came out of it. Because I learned a valuable lesson that day. I can't talk. I learned the lesson of being proactive, being pro-involved. Get involved. Jump. Get involved. And when you get involved, we were there and we were handing out records to everybody. On the street corners, I'm going in bars, I'm handing out records. I was promoting my record, Kneel Down and Cry. And if you want to hear it, me singing at 23 years old on my first 45 record, you can go and listen to it on my playlist. Or just Google Kneel Down and Cry. It's all over the damn world. So my point is this. There's only two. Don't go on this motivational bullshit. not going to go there. There's only two reasons. There's only two ways to build that deep, deep-seated drive in you. If you think you're that average person, or you don't want to be that average person anymore, is something so dramatic has to happen in your life that you've got to get away from it. Either you were abused, or you were left, or something major happened in your life. If that didn't happen, you got to create that happening. You got to create that happening and say, okay, my life sucks. I hate it. I'm working my ass off. I'm average Joe Schmo. I don't want to be average anymore. I don't want to be that anymore. I am not that. I'm better than that. I am better than that. And you are. You are better than the average person. Here's the thing. Everybody can be better than the average person, but they decide to remain average because it's easy. But here's the rub. It's not easy. It's a lot of work. Grinding in a day job or a second job every day, putting in the hours. Get up at 5 in the morning, you're exhausted. You go back again, you don't want to go. That's harder to do than it is if you focus on being great. We're doing on time. 16 minutes. I had to look at the ding. So 2 things. What is something very painful that you're in now? A relationship, crappy job, whatever, pick it. You have a parent, an uncle, a relative that always puts you down, that always knocks you. What is something that's deep in you that's making that pain in you? Take that pain and flip it and make it as a driving force to get out of that life. Number 2, what is something that amazing you want to achieve? What is out there you want to achieve? And don't give me this bullshit. Well, I don't have the talent and I don't have the time and, I'm not sure and I'm getting too old. Stop with all that bullshit. You're never too old. You're never not ready to be great at something. You are never not great to be great, a great human being, to have amazing success in your life. I say this over and over in my videos. I'm 73 years old. I have a deep, burning desire in me to get my philosophy out. I have a deep, burning desire to get people to buy my book. I have I can't talk. I have a deep desire to learn how to talk. I stutter. I do. That's the way it is. I don't care. I don't care what people think about me. It doesn't bother me. I have a deep desire to form a coalition of people, like-minded people that want to live an organic life. That's in my book. And I'm doing it the hard way. I'm doing it the difficult way. Because when you do it the hard way, when you do it the hardest way of all, the rewards are greater. When you do it the hardest way of all, the rewards will be greater. If you're in the gym and you're just there and you're just kind of going through the motions, the rewards are not going to be great. But if you suck it up and you kick yourself in the ass and you do the reps and you do the work and you do it all, the reward is sweet. The reward is great. I don't have this book on Amazon because that's the easy way out. I don't give a shit about Amazon. I want to sell my book, and I will sell it. Sell it at my lectures. I sell it to you guys because I'm not worried about being part of the sheep. I don't want to be the sheep. I don't want to be the 1 millionth and 2 book on Amazon. Because it's all bullshit. Screw Amazon. I don't need you. Because I know I'm doing it the hard way. And I know, as with you, the reward will be greater. The reward will be greater. I'm going to end this video. There's 2. Only 2. It's not pain and pleasure and da-da-da-da-da. Screw all these motivational speakers that sell you this bullshit. I'm telling you the truth from my own experiences because I'm going to tell you the truth. One of the leading motivational speakers in the world did never go through the shit that I went through or that you're going through. They've been multi-millionaires since they were freaking teenagers or early 20s. They haven't a clue what it's like to suck it up, to work all day long, to be so damn tired I can't see straight to get to work. I don't even remember going to work. I'm so dead tired. I come home, I don't even take my clothes off. I'm filthy dirty and I'll fall asleep on the couch. And I wake up in the middle of the night to take my shoes off to go to bed. I've walked that walk and I've lived that life. They haven't. They can't teach you shit. Nobody can teach you a damn thing unless they've walked it, unless they've learned it, unless they've experienced it. So don't let them take your friggin' money. Listen to me. You are amazing. There's 2 reasons, only 2 reasons why you do not have a burning desire to be great or to do something great. One is to get away from something you hate so deeply to push you out into the world. And 2, something you want to seek. Prince had both. That's why he was so amazing as a musician and as a writer, as an entertainer. Him and his father did not get along because his father was a musician. And his father cut him down all the time. And he thought to himself, I am going to get out of this. I am not going to live under my father's rule. That was 1. That's a good burning desire. And number 2, I am going to be better than you. That's my goal. And he became an amazing musician because he had somebody tell him he could not do it. But he did. I'm going to go. I'm leaving. Thank you so much. Screw the subscriptions. If you do, you do. You don't, you don't. I'm not going to beg people. I'm here to help you guys. Also, if you want to, I have another channel that's out there. It's got like 4 videos on it. I started like a year ago. I'm reintroducing it. I do stand-up comedy, not just the motivational speaking stuff. I do a character called Lukewarm and the Biscuits. He's a country singer. I love doing him. That's who Luke is. Go down, click on Lukewarm and the Biscuits, and you can see me doing Luke. It's fun. I have to do something for fun because this is heavy. Love you guys. I gotta go. Dig deep. Dig deep and find that gem and let it burn in your belly and go for it. Just go for it. See you.